Morrow, he should be able to take criticism and all the rest of it like everybody else does. I get that, but then at the same side, okay, if it's a fan doing it, it's one thing. But Corey, I wouldn't say Corey's been as hot as he used to be, in my opinion. I think I used to really like him a couple of years ago. I thought he was like the best thing since sliced bread. But of recent, I wouldn't say he's been outstanding to the point where he can say to another colleague that, let them talk and it'll be, you know what I mean? Like, if he's being serious and it's not a character work thing for his new TV show that he's got coming up, where he's apparently going to ask the most offending questions to people like Triple H, if this isn't a plug for that. But then why would you pick on Morrow anyway, given his history with the whole JBL stuff? You just think, like, should somebody have just said, no, where is the end goal of this? So I kind of feel like Corey, in a way, look, I don't know where he's coming at, because like Matt, when I observe Morrow, yes, he's the way he is, but that's why you love him. That's why you've got him in. I mean, he's like that not only with wrestling. The guy calls ESPN boxing. Now, they're no joke there, and trust me, they're not as lenient as perhaps the WWE are with NXT, especially without Vince over you. No one, if you're hosting, he done the McGregor-Mayweather fight. I mean, there was no bigger fight than that made 200 million quid. If you're getting those gigs, you're a genuine play-by-play guy in sports. I mean, so I kind of feel like Corey might have been a little bit punching above his weight with this one, in my opinion, and perhaps maybe you can think it, but to tweet about it or go up to the guy and tell him maybe are two different things here. And maybe it's just a learning curve here for him. I mean, it happens all the time with Twitter now, with wrestlers in other organisations. We see it all the time. But I think, given Morrow's past, I think he should have been a little bit more, a little bit more tactful about how it was going to go. And I'm not saying he used his name, but come on, it's clearly who he's talking about. Now, Maranello, it's been reported, isn't going to be there on NXT tonight as this goes out. Apparently, he's not going to be there either. So, but him and WWE, it's been said, are still on very good terms. So I don't know if there's something internally happening there or if there's something come out, who knows. But we know last time, I think it was pretty obvious, Matt, that Triple H was the guy that sort of said, right, you come back to NXT. Just do it here. Do as you've been doing. You haven't got to worry about all the rest of it. Do you think that'll be the same sort of outcome eventually? Obviously we'll expect Mario back next week, perhaps, and
I assume
it'll be done
back.
with.
It's just a bit of professional courtesy goes some way, doesn't it? I mean, you're all on the same company, so you should be talking up your fellow peers rather than shooting them down, I guess. But yeah, Corey's a very outspoken kind of guy. I assume that Mara has a great relationship with Beth, and he has a great relationship with Nigel, so he's around some supporting people there. And
for those people that saying, oh, it might just be his character, well, hang on a minute. If you were just doing it, you wouldn't say necessarily those things then, would you? Do you know what I mean? You'd make it more obvious in a way. It's not like if you had... Now, Bobby Heenan and Jesse Ventura, they always used to have a goes at everybody. But, it's completely different to the style. So I just think there was a little bit of... attitude in there.
Could be professional jealousy as well, because Maro gets a lot of love from the NXT fans as well, like they chant out Mamma Mia and stuff. So there's definitely Maro should know there's a lot of support for him.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully all things get sorted out without Frank Shamrock showing up some show. Ready to do the business. But it's interesting. I think in terms of the fans, the response has been everyone's backing up Mara. So I think Corey would have got his fair share back his way, because everybody seems
he's not the most squeaky clean guy himself.
No, it's fair enough. Okay, Matt, anything to add towards the end of the show? Have we hit that point now? Anything we've missed out? You think?
I had one question. How are you enjoying NWA Power? You still enjoying that?
I'm still enjoying NWA Power, yes. It's episode 8. Jim Cornette got let go.
Speaking about commentators that said the wrong thing.
Jim Cornette very much in the news of recent. What did you make of that, Matt? No surprise, I guess.
Not really. No, it was only a matter of time. Put that guy on the mic, he's going to say something. So,
and they've Billy Corgan's put out like a kind of a scouting at the moment. He's looking for talent at the moment. I don't know if you've seen that come up, but for wrestlers and things like that, and you can kind of submit this stuff via YouTube. So if you're someone out there that is a wrestler, even in the UK. I mean, this is a good opportunity for you guys to get your resume in. All you got to do is upload like a match, I think a promo, and a little resume about yourself, and that's it. And they'll show the winning clips through the next couple of weeks, and you could be the next guy. So if you like that stuff, it's a good opportunity, because they look like they're gonna stack their roster up. But yeah, the actual product side of it, I'm still enjoying it as much as I was, because it's only an hour, and it is a bit of a love letter, as Edge said, to the 70s, which is my sort of niche. So yeah, it's nothing overly serious down there. Do you know? It's very easy viewing, as it is. But yes, Jim Cornette gone. What was that? 6 weeks? 7 weeks? I can't remember. But yeah,
that's a long run for him.
Didn't last long, did it? We'll see where he ends up next, if anywhere. Okay, well, want to thank everybody for tuning in as usual. We will. Hopefully, 2020, myself and Matt, we're going to get together and we're going to have a real sit down of how to plan things. Because I know everybody's been saying you don't do the reviews anymore for the pay-per-views. We miss them. So we're going to set something up, I think, for the start of 2020, like especially for the road to WrestleMania, because it's the most busiest time of the year, that's for sure in our case. I'll tell you, it was busy enough without doing the video stuff. So with the video stuff, I can't imagine how crazy it's going to get. But you know what, we love what we do, and we wouldn't do it otherwise. So first and foremost, so I'm sure we'll be okay, Matt, getting through that. The Royal Rumble, it comes around every too soon now, doesn't it, really? And also, I don't know if anybody, let me know if they've heard anything about WrestleMania. What would it be? WrestleMania 37 after next year's? Yeah, if they know the locations. I've been hearing lots of different places. I'm interested to see if anyone hears any different, because again, that trip, I'm still thinking about it, but then I'm thinking AEW as well now, so lots of things going on in my head. Until next time, folks, I've been John Scott, he's been Essex. Have a good one.